Bum 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 bum. The Peter shit show. Bum 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 bum. All right, I am having a serious meltdown. I keep misplacing everything. To give you an idea of how badly I'm misplacing stuff, I'd be going about my day and then I turn my back and then something would disappear. Earlier, I couldn't find my wallet again. I mean, I didn't lose it anywhere, but I was packing, getting ready to go visit my in-laws today, and yeah, 2 days ago I was so concerned I would not be able to find my passport as I'm leaving. I put my passport in the middle of my textbook. It's about that thick. And then I forgot it was in the textbook. And I panicked for about half an hour. And then earlier today, I'm not joking when I say that I can't turn my back without something disappearing. It's kind of like imagine. Well, I don't know how many of my viewers have seen Toy Story 4, right? Or any of the Toy Stories. The toys just act on their own, right? It's almost like when I turn my back, all my items will play hide and seek on me for some reason, right? They don't move when I'm looking, but as soon as I turn my back, they'll play hide and seek as some sort of a game. That's why the movie is so believable to children, right? I'm sure most kids have had experiences where their favorite toy moved when they weren't looking because they couldn't remember where they set them down, or maybe a family member had moved them, right? Had the toys moved when humans were around, it might not be so believable to the kids, right? Uh, I swear my stuff moves without my consent all the time, right? And not necessarily by another human, but just for unknown reasons, right? Just like the passport got camouflaged at the hotel the other day, and all that fun stuff, right? But please pray for me. I'm just having a lot of anxiety. Uh, a lot of times, part of the reason I behave so carelessly is that I feel depressed anyway. My mom always worries about my personal safety. I go out in the middle of the night. I take I don't take enough safety precautions when I go out on these dates. The truth is that I'm kind of depressed anyway, and the concept that somebody might murder me doesn't seem to bother me as much. It's almost like it's almost like a form of self harm, but it happens probabilistically, right? You take a risk that you might get murdered because you don't value your own life anymore. I do sometimes engage in that. I will admit. I don't know if that counts as a form of self harm or suicide, but it's like a probabilistical suicide, right? When I play these high risk events because I care so little about my life. I'm not that depressed I'm willing to take a gun or anything, but I am depressed enough that I'm willing to throw caution to the wind sometimes, right? And things like my toys playing hide and seek, I mean, don't help, right? And I want you to pray that my stuff stops playing hide and seek. I can literally turn my back and it's gone. Leave a comment if you've ever experienced that. I don't know if there's even a name for that concept, right? You go to a coffee shop and you turn around to look at a friend and you turn around and your computer isn't where you thought it was. After you pay for your coffee at the coffee shop, your wallet isn't where you think it is. You get momentarily distracted. You go to the bathroom and the context of the bathroom is different. All of a sudden, your cell phone disappears. Actually, I dated somebody who had a habit of placing the cell phone down in the bathroom. We would always, every time she lost her cell phone, we'd go back to the last bathroom that she was at least 3 times that I could remember. That's where it was. Um, but it's a very annoying feeling. Even when you don't lose anything valuable, it's still a very annoying feeling that when you turn your back, things walk away from you. It's still very frustrating. Uh, and it becomes much more frustrating when it's something valuable, your money, your passport, your computer, especially your computer, after a long stretch of not having everything backed up, right? How many laptops have I lost? I had one stolen from me from my car. I had one that I lost. Uh, I used to love to go to this grocery store. They had a cafeteria, and there was a girl that I wanted to hit on. So I would do my work there. I was working on my PhD. And one time I somehow left without my laptop, and I never found it again. But it was a blessing in disguise, because when I went to redo something, I discovered a big result that I had missed earlier. Actually, the laptop that I had stolen from my car kind of resulted in that too. Uh, I had one laptop that crashed, and I lost a bunch of work too. Uh, and I I almost lost my laptop 6 years ago when I was traveling here in Taiwan. I left it on the train and found it, and actually, the security almost didn't want to give it back to me because I couldn't remember what the laptop even looked like. I bought it used not that long ago, and in the panic of losing my laptop and being stressed out, I just couldn't remember the details. And then I remembered that I had a folder of videos that I was shooting with my face in them, and that's the only reason he was convinced that the laptop was mine. I couldn't even remember what brand it was. I was so lost and confused because my life's work was on it. I had a conference to go to in 2 days, and this is one of those things, right? Uh, it almost feels like a subject for Taylor Swift to sing about, right? It's being so lost in a relationship that every time you turn your back, something walks away from you, right? Turn your back and your passport disappears. You turn your back, your wallet disappears. Maybe she's writing some lyrics and she turns her back and all of her papers disappear. And that hasn't been an uncommon circumstance for me over the last 2 weeks. This is the Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum.